Hello YouTube, it's JB getting back to you on some of the clusters I found out in Campville the other day and some of the other stuff I found this year. The way these are set up, it's kind of orientated to the way they were found on the hill just to the north of Spruce Brook, where it empties out into the Naugatuck. A lot of starlight all through the area. As you first come up from the swimming area, the camp area there, start to go up the hill, it's on pretty much every bit of ledge you find, mixed with garnets. I got impatient waiting for the rain, so I actually power washed these, which was kind of a mistake because it took a lot of the luster out of the starlights. What it also did is it revealed a lot of garnets inside the starlights, and the faces seemed to kind of fall apart to reveal the tougher garnets. This was one of the nicer pieces I got. Luckily I didn't hit this one too hard with the power washer. You can see some good sized. Is that starlight? It's an interesting shape there. Now as you come up to the top ledge, you come into a much sweeter zone. And I believe this is some beryllium here in the top, beryl crystal, mixed with some other stuff, and the kyanite so close. I haven't really seen beryl associated with kyanite real close like that, so I mean, if anybody has any ideas what that might possibly be, I'm not gonna say it's beryl without knowing any better. But if you look at the kyanite, it almost has a chatoyancy or like a moonstone effect. It's very bright and beautiful. I haven't acid washed this piece or anything, so a lot of that orange iron staining would probably come out. It almost looks like garnets on the crystal there, so I'm not going to rule out that it's like a starlight or something, or corderite. I don't know. I'd love to hear from somebody. Here's another example of where the power washer hit the starlight and just kind of cracked away and revealed the garnets inside. This hill has a lot of different faces and ledges, especially on the, what would that be, the eastern side face. Here's some zoom-ins of the what I think is the beryl crystal. Here's a chip off the previous black. I've really got the saturation cranked up here to show some of the color in there, that green. And the striations almost make it look like tourmaline. Coming around the eastern face, overlooking the highway and everything, there's lots of mica books with needle tourmalines through them. Mostly black. I haven't really caught too much color in any yet. Wouldn't that be nice? This area reminds me a lot of the main pegmatites, I guess minus the lithium. Moving on to a well-known locality in East Granby, I wanted to display a little chatoyancy for you. This aqua effect is natural in a lot of the pockets in the basalt out there. Often scattered little bits of chalcopyrite and babingtonite and other little crystals. throughout. Here's the same effect on some quartz. A little bit of malachite. I plan on taking the time this winter to devote an entire video to the minerals from this area, especially the mega minerals. Here you can see amethyst scepters and prehnite speckled with golden pyrites and quartz, calcite, and a few others. Amethyst scepters are extremely rare for this area. But moving along now to one of my favorite new areas. This is back in an area I grew up in, not too far from my childhood home. I used to run around in these woods in North Canton. I did a video on this area, but I wanted to go into more detail about some of the garnets from the area. Connecticut being the garnet state, there's a lot of garnets out here, but it's rare that you find gem quality garnets. And most of these aren't, but as we zoom in a little closer, you can see what almost looks like spessartines. Heading further north into this area, start coming into a lot of different minerals that I'm not really too familiar with. I'm not a geologist, I just play one on YouTube. If anybody out there has any ideas about this stuff, all comments are welcome. And as we go further into the micro, I'm falling further into cluelessness, so I'm just going to shut up and show the pictures.